Here we are looking at how to apply for one of the bachelor degree programs at Potomac State College. So if you go to our website, potomacstatecollege.edu, you'll click on Admissions and Aid. From there, you will hover over Apply, and this drop-down menu will appear. So you'll want to scroll down until you find BAS 4-year programs. We are working on reordering this, so it might be in a different spot on this list a little higher up. But for now, we'll click here. Once you do that, there'll be a little information here, and you'll want to click on Complete the application for admission. And whenever you do that, you're going to create a new account. And this is regardless of whether you are a Potomac State student and you are applying to the BAS. This will not be the same as what you use to log into your portal, so you will need to create a new account. To do that, you're just going to enter your first and last name and then the email. I've already set this up. Once you enter this information and hit submit, you will be sent an email to finish setting up that account, so you will need to check that email, finish the prompts, and then you'll be able to set up your password for that. Again, I've already done that, so I'm going to click on Login and enter my information. And whenever I do that, it's going to bring me to this application page. So welcome to my WVU, and then you'll see here start a new application. So I'm going to click on that, and then it's going to ask us to review some of the policy information here, and we will need to agree to all of that in order to proceed. And then once we've entered that, you'll be prompted to select quite a few questions to answer, so we're going to go through all of those. All right, so the first question is, what level of program are you applying to? So this will be undergraduate, which is where our bachelor's degrees are. And then what type of program? So this is, again, for our bachelor's program. And then how do you plan to complete your program? Now this one can be a little tricky because a lot of our bachelor programs are online. However, WVU Online Campus is separate from Potomac State, so you will need to click on Campus, and then later you will be able to select an online major. But for this question, click On Campus. Then the preferred campus, this is where you'll select Potomac State, and then whether or not you're an international student. And then, are you currently enrolled in high school or like secondary school? So you've already graduated if you're a Potomac State student, so you would select high school graduate. And then, did you attempt courses at a college? So if you were a Potomac State student, again, you would click yes. What best describes you? Again, a kind of tricky one here. So if you have finished up an associate's degree and applying for the bachelor's, you would click previously attended Potomac State and seeking readmissions, because you need to apply to the bachelor's program. So we'll select the seeking readmission. Then you'll get the list of programs that are available, and here's where you can select those online. So again, we have business management in person or online. So if you're interested in the online, you would select that. Again, our CIS, criminal justice, the nursing LPN to BSN, or the Regents. So whichever program you're interested in, this is where you would select that. So I'm just going to pick business. The term that you want to start will either be summer or fall, so select whichever one's appropriate. And then, have you previously applied or attended WVU? Potomac State is part of WVU, so if you're a Potomac State student, you will click on previously attended. Here you will be able to enter your WVU ID, that's your 800 number. I'm not going to select that one because I don't have to, and it's not going to work for me. And then the previous attended term. So if you are a student right now, spring 2026, and then click next. From there, again, it's going to tell me I've already applied and have an application on file because I've already went through this. But here it's going to give you some information. It's going to ask for your demographic information. You will fill that in. You may be prompted to enter courses you are currently completing right now. If you would happen to be in a course like BTech or CJ, a course that's not offered on the Potomac State campus, you may not see the subject code. If you don't, click Other, and then you'll be able to enter the subject code like BTech or CJ. All your other courses, if you're in like an English or Psych, those should appear in the menu options that are available. So if you don't see it, just click Other, and then you'll be able to submit that and you will be finished. If you have any questions along the way, feel free to reach out to either Enrollment Services or the Academic Affairs Office at Potomac State.